Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to kick off today's presentation on personal brand scaling. Today, we'll explore how $1 Class Inc. is leveraging AI-powered content strategy to grow personal brands effectively. We'll cover the key strategies, tools, and insights to help you elevate your brand and reach your goals. Let's get started. Let's take a moment to look at the key components of our presentation. First, we have the importance of your personal brand. Building a strong personal brand is crucial because it differentiates you in a competitive landscape and helps you establish credibility and trust. Next, we move to the iBARE brand strategy. This is your tailored approach to defining and positioning your brand effectively. Finally, we'll explore the implementation workflow, which is all about the step-by-step process to bring your brand strategy to life in a consistent and impactful way. Each of these elements connects back to our overarching goal, to help you develop a powerful personal brand that opens doors and creates opportunities. Let's talk about the importance of personal branding. Personal brand is really about how you present yourself to the world and the impression you leave. It's more than just your resume or LinkedIn profile. It's the reputation you cultivate through your actions, communication, and consistency. When you build a strong personal brand, you stand out in your industry, making it easier for opportunities to come your way. It's also a way to showcase your unique skills and personality, which helps you connect with the right people. Throughout this presentation, we'll see how developing your personal brand can open doors and support your overall career growth. Remember, your personal brand is a powerful tool. Use it wisely. Building credibility and trust is essential in establishing yourself as a true authority in your field. One of the most effective ways to do this is through consistent expert positioning. When you regularly share valuable content, you demonstrate your knowledge and reliability, making your audience see you as a go-to resource. Now, a key part of this approach is adopting a value-first mindset. Instead of jumping straight to selling, you share insights and helpful information up front. This creates goodwill, shows that your primary goal is to serve, and naturally showcases your expertise without the need for self-promotion. Authentic engagement is also crucial. When you genuinely interact with your audience, answering questions, commenting, and showing real interest, you build meaningful connections. These relationships foster loyalty and trust over time, making your audience more likely to support you and your work. And let's not forget social proof. Testimonials and endorsements from satisfied clients or colleagues serve as powerful validation of your skills. They reinforce your credibility, especially when attracting new audiences who might be unfamiliar with your work. All of these elements, consistent positioning, a value-first approach, authentic engagement, and social proof, come together to strengthen your reputation. They help you build trust and authority, which is ultimately what leads to long-term success in your field. Creating a strong personal brand can really open doors for your career in many ways. When you build a compelling personal brand, it naturally attracts new professional opportunities. For example, you might receive job offers, partnership proposals, or even speaking engagements, all without actively seeking them out. It also helps you build industry recognition. By maintaining consistent branding, you position yourself as a go-to expert in your field. This not only boosts your credibility, but also creates valuable connections within your industry, leading to more referrals and collaborations. Furthermore, a well-established personal brand naturally attracts business ventures. Investors, collaborators, and potential clients tend to be drawn to strong personal brands because they convey trust and expertise. And perhaps most importantly, personal branding enhances your career mobility. It gives you the flexibility to pivot into different roles or industries while still maintaining your professional credibility. So, in essence, a solid personal brand acts as a powerful tool to unlock new opportunities and growth at every stage of your career. When you're operating in a crowded market, the key is to stand out uniquely. This means developing a distinctive voice and perspective that truly sets you apart from your competitors, especially in saturated industries where everyone seems to be doing the same thing. Next, clarity in your value proposition is essential. You want to communicate the specific benefits only you can provide, making it immediately clear to your audience why they should choose you over others. Consistency in your brand messaging also plays a crucial role. Maintaining a uniform voice across all platforms helps build recognition and trust with your target audience. People begin to identify your brand easily when your message is clear and steady everywhere they encounter you. Finally, focusing on your targeted audience is vital. Instead of trying to appeal to everyone, speak directly to specific market segments. This targeted approach allows you to connect more deeply and resonate more effectively with those who are most likely to become loyal customers. All of these strategies, differentiating yourself, clarifying your value, maintaining consistent messaging, and focusing on the right audience, are essential to standing out in a competitive landscape and reinforcing the overall theme of building a strong, recognizable brand. Enabling thought leadership is all about establishing yourself as an industry expert over time. It's about sharing valuable insights on a regular basis, which helps position you as a trusted authority in your field. Remember, consistency is key here. Creating original content is equally important, developing unique perspectives that showcase not only your knowledge, but also your innovative thinking. Engaging with your community is another vital aspect. Building relationships through meaningful interactions allows you to demonstrate your leadership qualities firsthand. It's about more than just sharing information. It's about connecting genuinely with others and fostering trust. And to make this process more manageable, you can leverage AI tools like iBARE. These tools help you maintain a consistent flow of thought leadership content across multiple platforms, ensuring your message stays steady and professional wherever your audience is. Overall, these strategies work together to reinforce your position as a thought leader, which is a crucial part of building your brand and credibility in your industry. Supporting long-term growth is really about building a sustainable presence and gradually increasing your influence over time. When we focus on maintaining a consistent brand presence, we help our audience recognize us and establish authority in our space. Regular content delivery keeps us top of mind and reinforces our message. Building strong relationships with our audience is equally important. Ongoing engagement helps turn followers into loyal supporters who not only stay with us, but also share our message with others, amplifying our reach. Another powerful concept is the compound growth effect. Every piece of content we create adds value, whether it's a blog post, video, or social media update. Over time, these assets accumulate and generate increasing returns, making our initial efforts more and more worthwhile. And of course, adaptability is key. With AI tools, we can continuously refine and evolve our messaging as market trends shift and audience needs change. This flexibility allows us to stay relevant and ensure our long-term growth remains steady and resilient. All these points come together to support our overall goal: sustainable, long-term growth through strategic consistency, relationship building, value creation, and adaptability. Let's take a closer look at the iBARE brand strategy. This slide highlights the core approach we're using to shape and strengthen the brand. First, it's about understanding our unique value proposition, what sets us apart in the market, and how we can communicate that effectively. Next, we focus on consistency across all touchpoints, ensuring that our messaging, visuals, and customer experience align seamlessly. This consistency builds trust and recognition over time. We also emphasize the importance of authenticity, being genuine in our brand story and values. Customers today want brands they can connect with on a real level, so authenticity becomes a key differentiator. Finally, our strategy is designed to be adaptable, allowing us to stay relevant as market trends evolve. By connecting these points, we can create a compelling brand that resonates deeply with our audience and supports our overall business goals. Let's talk about content creation and repurposing. First, it's important to generate diverse content. Using tools like iBARE, you can easily create posts, articles, and newsletters from your core ideas, which helps keep your content fresh and engaging. Next, effective repurposing is key. That means taking a single idea and transforming it into multiple formats, like turning a blog post into a series of social media updates or a video. This way, you reach different audiences across various platforms without starting from scratch every time. Maintaining your brand voice is also crucial. As you automate content creation, make sure your tone stays consistent. This builds trust and recognition, maximizing your reach across channels. And of course, prioritizing quality over quantity is essential. Focus on creating valuable content that truly resonates with your target audience. When your content is meaningful, it naturally encourages engagement and builds stronger connections. Ultimately, by diversifying your content, repurposing effectively, maintaining a consistent voice, and emphasizing quality, you can amplify your message and make your content work harder for you. On this slide, we're looking at multi-platform distribution, which is all about spreading our content across different channels to reach diverse audiences. First, let's talk about social media platforms like LinkedIn, X, Instagram, and TikTok. These are fantastic for professional networking and sharing visual content that captures attention quickly. They help us build our brand presence and connect with different segments. Next, we have written content through mediums like Medium and personal websites. These platforms are perfect for long-form articles, deep dives into topics, and establishing ourselves as thought leaders in our field. They give us space to share insights and build credibility over time. Then there's email marketing. Using AI-generated newsletters and campaigns allows us to nurture our audience relationships directly. It's a powerful way to keep our community engaged, share updates, and provide value straight to their inboxes. Finally, our video strategy spans YouTube, Shorts, and TikTok. These channels enable us to tell engaging visual stories tailored to different audience preferences, whether they prefer longer videos or quick, snappy clips. Altogether, this multi-platform approach is essential for a comprehensive content strategy. It ensures we're reaching our audience wherever they are, with the right type of content, at the right time, building a stronger, more connected brand presence across the digital landscape. Let's talk about scheduling automation and how it can really transform your social media strategy. First, a consistent posting schedule is crucial. It helps maintain regular content delivery across all platforms without you having to manually post everything. This means your audience stays engaged and knows when to expect new content. Next, there's the importance of time optimization. By scheduling your posts during peak engagement times, you maximize visibility and ensure your content reaches the largest audience possible. It's all about working smarter, not harder, to get better results. Then we have cross-platform coordination. Automated scheduling tools make it easy to synchronize content releases across multiple channels. This keeps your messaging unified and saves you a lot of time managing each platform separately. Finally, a content calendar is a game changer. Planning and visualizing your posting strategy weeks in advance allows you to stay organized and consistent. Plus, with AI assistance, you can refine your calendar, ensuring your content is strategic and well-timed. All these elements, consistent posting, time optimization, cross-platform coordination, and a solid content calendar, come together to streamline your workflow and amplify your reach. That's the power of scheduling automation in action. Now let's talk about engagement tracking. This is all about measuring how our audience interacts with our content. By tracking comments, shares, and likes, we can get a clear picture of how well our content is performing across different platforms. Next, we look at reach metrics. Monitoring follower growth and content visibility helps us assess how effectively our brand is expanding. It's important to see not just how many people are seeing our content, but also how that visibility translates into growth. We also leverage AI-powered insights. Automated analytics can identify emerging trends and help us fine-tune our future content strategies. This way, we stay ahead by making data-driven decisions. Finally, audience feedback loops are crucial. Collecting user responses allows us to refine our messaging and boost engagement. Incorporating this feedback ensures our content remains relevant and resonates with our audience. Altogether, these tools and strategies help us create a more connected and responsive brand presence. Let's talk about AI-powered optimization and how it can really elevate our strategy. First, data-driven insights are at the core. AI analyzes audience engagement to help us refine our content for maximum impact. This means we're not just guessing what works, we're making informed decisions based on real data. Next, content testing is crucial. Automated A/B testing allows us to quickly identify which formats and messages perform best across different platforms, saving time and increasing effectiveness. Performance tracking is also essential. With real-time analytics, we can monitor reach, engagement, and even conversions, giving us immediate feedback on what's working and what needs adjustment. Finally, adaptive scheduling uses AI to determine the best times to post, based on when our audience is most active. By aligning our content delivery with audience patterns, we boost visibility and engagement. All these elements together help us create smarter, more responsive campaigns that truly connect with our audience and drive results. Let's take a closer look at the implementation workflow. This slide outlines the key steps involved in putting our plan into action. First, you'll notice the number 3 here. This indicates a critical phase in our overall process. The workflow starts with thorough planning, where we define our objectives and establish clear milestones. From there, we move into the execution stage, where the real work happens, bringing our strategies to life and making sure everything aligns with our goals. Throughout this process, continuous monitoring is essential. We need to track progress, identify any issues early on, and make adjustments as needed. This ensures that the implementation stays on course and delivers the desired results. Connecting this to our overall theme, a solid implementation workflow is the backbone of success. It transforms our ideas into tangible outcomes and helps us stay organized and efficient. By following these key steps, we set ourselves up for a smooth and effective rollout. Let's talk about defining your brand pillars. These are the core elements that really shape your personal brand. First, we have your core values and beliefs. These are the principles that guide everything you do and help you stay authentic. Next, we look at your foundation elements. These are the building blocks that direct your messaging and content creation strategies, making sure everything aligns with your brand's essence. Then, there's your expertise areas. Think of these as the specific knowledge domains where you can demonstrate authority and offer unique insights that set you apart. Understanding your target audience needs is also crucial. Knowing what problems you solve and which segments value your perspective most helps you tailor your content effectively. And finally, your unique voice. This is your distinctive communication style that makes your content instantly recognizable to your followers. When you combine all these pillars, they create a strong, cohesive foundation that not only defines your brand, but also guides your messaging and helps you connect authentically with your audience. All right, let's dive into how to generate core content that truly resonates. First, it's essential to identify your brand pillars. These are the foundational themes and values that define your expertise and your unique perspective. Think of them as the guiding stars that steer your messaging and ensure consistency across all your content. Next, use AI prompts strategically. Craft targeted prompts for tools like iBARE to help generate relevant and high-quality content that aligns perfectly with your brand pillars. This way, you can streamline your content creation process while maintaining authenticity. Once you have your content, developing a content calendar becomes crucial. Planning your content release schedule helps you stay consistent, which is key to building trust and maintaining audience engagement over time. And of course, always focus on quality over quantity. Prioritize sharing valuable insights that establish your credibility and position you as a thought leader in your space. Remember, it's about creating meaningful connections, not just filling space. By integrating these steps, defining your brand pillars, leveraging AI prompts, planning strategically, and emphasizing quality, you'll be well on your way to building a compelling, consistent, and impactful content presence that supports your overall brand strategy. When we talk about repurposing across formats, what we're really emphasizing is taking a single idea and transforming it into many different types of content. This approach allows us to reach a broader audience because people consume content in different ways. For example, a blog post can become a short video, an infographic, or even a podcast episode. The key here is versatility, making sure that one core concept can be adapted to fit various formats. Now, platform optimization is equally important. Each social media platform has its own unique audience and format requirements, so we need to tailor our content accordingly. What works on Instagram might not work on LinkedIn, and vice versa. Customizing content for each platform helps us engage viewers more effectively and ensures our message resonates. Consistent messaging ties everything together. Even as we adapt our presentation style for different channels, maintaining our core brand voice is crucial. It helps reinforce our identity and builds trust with our audience. And let's not forget about time efficiency. By strategically repurposing content, we can multiply our output without significantly increasing the time spent creating new material. This way, we maximize our efforts and get more value from each piece of content we produce. Altogether, these strategies, adapting formats, optimizing for platforms, staying consistent in messaging, and working efficiently, support our overall goal of expanding reach and strengthening our brand presence across all channels. Now, let's talk about automating your posting schedule. First, you can schedule your content across multiple platforms, which helps ensure your message reaches your audience consistently. Using iBARE makes this process even easier by allowing you to post automatically on various social networks without manual effort every time. Next, we have optimal timing. Thanks to AI, the system can identify the best times to post, maximizing engagement and reach with your audience. This takes the guesswork out of when you should publish, helping your content perform at its best. Then there's the content calendar. Planning weeks ahead with automated scheduling allows you to maintain a steady, regular brand presence without last-minute stress. It keeps your content organized and consistent over time. Finally, batch processing lets you create multiple posts all at once. You can schedule them for future release, which is a huge time saver and ensures your content pipeline stays full and active. All of these tools work together to streamline your social media management, making it more efficient and effective. Now, let's talk about the importance of monitoring and optimizing our content strategy. First, we need to track engagement metrics like likes, shares, comments, and click-through rates. These indicators give us a clear picture of what resonates with our audience and what doesn't. By analyzing this data, we can identify our top-performing content, those formats and topics that generate the highest engagement. This insight helps us refine our strategy, focusing more on what works best. Next, it's crucial to test different approaches. That means experimenting with posting times, trying out various content types, and adjusting our messaging. The goal here is to discover what maximizes our reach and engagement. And finally, we should always be adjusting and iterating based on the performance data we gather. This continuous improvement loop allows us to refine our content strategy over time and strengthen our personal brand positioning. Remember, monitoring and optimization aren't just one-time tasks. They're ongoing processes that keep us aligned with our audience's preferences and help us grow effectively. When it comes to scaling your social media efforts, it's important to do so gradually. Focus on quality over quantity, making sure the content you share is valuable and engaging before increasing the volume. This approach helps protect your brand's reputation and ensures you're building a loyal audience. It's also crucial to monitor how your audience responds. Track engagement metrics to see what type of content resonates most with your followers. This way, you can tailor your strategy to deliver what they find most interesting and valuable. Maintaining a consistent brand voice is key as you expand. Your tone and messaging should remain recognizable across all platforms, helping to reinforce your brand identity and build trust with your audience. When it comes to adding new channels, do so thoughtfully. Choose platforms based on where your audience is already active, rather than trying to be everywhere at once. This strategic approach allows you to expand your reach effectively without spreading yourself too thin. Overall, the goal is steady, intentional growth that emphasizes quality, audience understanding, and brand consistency. Thanks. I really appreciate your attention and engagement throughout this presentation. I hope the insights shared today have been helpful and inspiring. Remember, the key takeaways are about understanding the importance of innovation, collaboration, and continuous improvement. These concepts are central to achieving success in our field. If you take anything away from today, let it be the idea that progress is a journey and every step we take counts. Thank you again for your time and participation.